Welcome back, my friends. Well, it looks like the long-predicted consolidation of the streaming industry is now getting started. Paramount plans to launch its combined streaming services Paramount Plus and Showtime in the US on June 27. Paramount Plus with Showtime's premium tier will increase to $11.99 from $9.99, while its lower-priced tier, without Showtime content, will increase by $1 to $5.99. The company will sunset its standalone Showtime app, as well as rebrand the premium Showtime cable TV network by the end of the year. Netflix has been ruthlessly cutting costs in recent days. Netflix subscriber growth has stopped and gone negative. And, at least for the moment, Netflix is no longer a growth company. After reigning for years as the king of streaming, Netflix faces a tough fight to stay on top. It lost 1 million subscribers during the second quarter of 2022. Netflix stock declined almost 70% in 2022. What does this mean for Netflix? What does this mean for the streaming industry? What does this mean for tech companies? What does this mean for the economy? And what does this mean for the future of the United States? But, before we get into that, please press the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified when new videos are released. And, before we continue, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is InnerLife.com, creator of the InnerLife STS system. InnerLife STS is a cloud mobile platform for mental health care and its integration with primary medical care. InnerLife STS is designed for assessment, data collection and analytics, documentation, and progress tracking. InnerLife STS creates and composes conceptualized narratives and builds them into professional-grade reports. These reports are designed for use by mental health professionals, primary care physicians, justice system professionals and universities and include mental health assessment reports, mental health treatment reports, and treatment progress reports. And InnerLife STS uses doctor-selected pseudonames for all patients. So, only the healthcare professional knows the patient identity. Paramount Global's flagship streaming service Paramount Plus will combine with its Showtime app in the US on June 27, the company said Monday. With the newly merged streamer will come an increase in pricing, as Paramount had announced earlier this year. The Paramount Plus with Showtime premium tier will increase to $11.99 from $9.99, while the Paramount Plus option without Showtime content will increase by $1 to $5.99. The integration goes beyond Paramount's streaming options. The premium cable TV network, known for series like Yellowjackets and Billions, will also be rebranded as Paramount Plus with Showtime, and the company will also sunset the standalone Showtime app by the end of the year. Once integrated, the Showtime TV network will also feature content from Paramount Plus, which has produced original series that spun off from popular franchises like Yellowstone and Criminal Minds. Showtime is an extra subscription fee on the pay TV bundle. Paramount has said it expects peak losses for its fledgling streaming service Paramount Plus this year. The combined platforms will also help cut down on content spending, which has been a recent focus for media companies as they look to make streaming profitable. Warner Bros. Discovery has been cutting costs since completing its merger. The company is also launching Max on Tuesday, the combination of HBO Max and Discovery Plus. However, Discovery Plus will also remain as a standalone service. Disney announced this year it would cut $5.5 billion in costs, including $3 billion on the content set. Last week, CEO Bob Iger said Disney would add Hulu content to its Disney Plus platform, a move toward a one-app experience for consumers and to streamline business for advertisers. The company will also focus on adding more ad-supported customers, and plans to increase its ad-free streaming prices later this year. Is Netflix in financial trouble? Well, that depends how you view the future. Even after a disastrous 2022, Netflix is still the largest streaming company in the world. But, losing over 1 million subscribers definitely calls the future of the company into question. Worse, Netflix guided to bigger subscriber losses to come in the second half of 2022. Netflix is not the only tech company so experienced decline in 2022. The video streaming industry has experienced several challenges and problems in recent years. Here are some key factors contributing to these issues. Increasing competition. The industry has become highly saturated with numerous streaming platforms entering the market, such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney+, Hulu, and many others. This intense competition has led to fragmentation, making it challenging for consumers to choose among the multitude of options. It has also resulted in a race to secure exclusive content, driving up costs for licensing and production. Rising content costs. As streaming platforms strive to offer diverse and compelling content libraries, the cost of acquiring or producing high-quality content has skyrocketed. Acquiring streaming rights for popular shows and movies, as well as producing original content, requires significant financial investments. This can strain the financial resources of streaming platforms, particularly smaller or newer players, leading to budget constraints and potentially compromising the overall quality of their offerings. Content licensing and availability. Streaming platforms often face challenges in securing licensing rights for desired content due to complex agreements and negotiations. Some content creators and rights holders may prioritize traditional distribution methods or demand high fees for streaming rights. This can result in limited content libraries and gaps in availability, frustrating subscribers who expect a wide range of options. Subscription fatigue. With the proliferation of streaming platforms, consumers are faced with subscription fatigue. Many viewers are hesitant to subscribe to multiple services simultaneously, leading to increased piracy or a decline in overall subscriptions. Additionally, the cost of subscribing to multiple platforms can quickly add up, making it less affordable for some users. Technological limitations. Streaming requires a robust and reliable infrastructure to deliver high-quality content without buffering or interruptions. However, technological challenges such as limited internet bandwidth, slow connection speeds, and device compatibility issues can hinder the streaming experience. These limitations can negatively impact user satisfaction and adoption rates. Account sharing and piracy. Account sharing, where subscribers share their login credentials with others, has become widespread in the video streaming industry. While it may increase exposure and potential user base, it also poses a significant challenge to monetization. Additionally, piracy remains a persistent problem, with unauthorized streaming websites and torrent platforms offering copyrighted content for free, leading to revenue loss for legitimate streaming services. Regulatory challenges. Streaming platforms face evolving regulatory environments in different jurisdictions. They must comply with various content licensing regulations, data privacy laws, and taxation requirements, which can vary significantly from country to country. Adapting to these regulations and ensuring compliance can be complex and costly for streaming providers, especially when operating globally. To overcome these problems, streaming platforms may need to focus on providing unique and compelling content, improving user experiences through technological advancements, exploring cost-effective pricing models, and collaborating with content creators and rights holders to address licensing challenges. Additionally, industry-wide efforts to combat piracy and a thoughtful approach to regulatory compliance are crucial for the long-term sustainability of the video streaming industry. The reaction of Wall Street, or the financial markets in general, to the saturation of the streaming industry can vary depending on specific events, company performance, and investor sentiment. Here are some general trends and reactions observed. Stock price volatility. The saturation of the streaming industry has led to increased competition and challenges for individual streaming companies. As a result, the stock prices of these companies can experience higher levels of volatility as investors assess the market dynamics and the ability of individual platforms to differentiate themselves and maintain subscriber growth. Negative news or concerns about content costs, subscriber numbers, or competition can lead to stock price declines, while positive developments or strong financial performance can have the opposite effect. Investor expectations and reactions. Wall Street investors closely monitor the performance of streaming companies and evaluate their ability to navigate the challenges posed by market saturation. Investors typically focus on key metrics such as subscriber growth, revenue per user, and content investments. If a streaming platform fails to meet expectations or faces significant hurdles in retaining subscribers or acquiring new ones, investor confidence can waver, resulting in downward pressure on stock prices. Mergers and acquisitions. The saturation of the streaming industry has also prompted some consolidation and strategic partnerships among streaming platforms. Wall Street reacts to such developments, evaluating the potential impact on market share, content libraries, and competitive positioning. Mergers and acquisitions can generate investor optimism if they are perceived as strengthening a company's competitive position or expanding its reach, potentially leading to stock price increases for the acquiring company. Industry-wide trends. Wall Street also considers industry-wide trends and market dynamics when assessing the impact of streaming industry saturation. Conversely, If there are signs of innovation, market expansion, or successful differentiation strategies, investor sentiment can remain positive. Diversification of portfolios. With the streaming industry experiencing saturation and increased competition, some investors may choose to diversify their portfolios beyond streaming companies. It's important to note that the reaction of Wall Street to the saturation of the streaming industry is not uniform, and it can vary depending on the specific circumstances and performance of individual companies. Investors evaluate various factors, including financial performance, subscriber growth, market share, content strategies, and competitive positioning when making investment decisions related to the streaming industry. Disney Plus has also launched its ad option set to debut on December in its own efforts to roll out an ad-supported tier next year. But, what do you think? Please leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please hit the like button. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.